We're here today to mark the multiple launches of SpaceX. I'm Skip Skipperson at Cape Canaveral.
And I'm Chad Chadsworth in LA at SpaceX.
Lately, Elon Musk and Bernie Sanders have been going back and forth about taxes and interplanetary travel.
That's right, Skip. We're going to find out if it's worth it today. SpaceX will be launching 2 rockets and landing 2 more.
Now, they've had issues in the past with rockets exploding, leaving people to wonder, would that money go to better use for humanity here on Earth?
With successful outings, he'll hope to show Bernie and the world that space travel is worth it.
With that, Shuttle Freedom 1 is now on the descent. Oh, it exploded.
You hate to see it. Okay, moving over to the launch of the Independence. Oh, wait, never mind. It exploded.
Yeah, while you were reporting your explosion, I received word that my launch here in Florida has somehow collided with your landing in California. $40 billion wasted.
And the lives of the astronauts.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Thanks for tuning in. I'm Chad Chadsworth. Skip? Skip, you there? I'm just getting word that Skip has exploded.
What's going on, Empire? This is Stupid Talking Stupid on the DVM Production Empire. I'm Patrick.
And I'm Bear, and we read the stupid so you don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do your taxes yet?
No.
I did my taxes.
Yeah, the last week or so, I've been waking up in a panic sometimes. Taxes. Oh, wait.
Yeah, deductions.
It's March. No, I know. We got 2 weeks left. It's just everything's
taxes. She goes, "You had a $6,000 business loss," and I was like, "That sounds bad." She goes, "No, it's good," and I'm like, "But a loss sounds bad." She's like, "No, it's good because next year, if you owe anything, you can put that money against that." And I go, "Oh, so that's good."
I had a $7,000 loss.
She goes, "Yeah, but it's bad that you lost money."
Yeah,
but I was like, "But it's good."
Sucks to suck.
It does.
You spent the last year making no money, just being a worthless piece of shit. But next year you might get
next year
and maybe 2 extra days on your vacation.
Next year it pays off.
Mm-hmm. You just have to survive.
Ugh.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Although stimulus, so that saved everything. There's no more problems anywhere.
Nope, no more problems.
Everyone is great now.
Nope. Yeah, I got my stimulus check, but the unemployment for some reason has stopped.
Get a job, you little bitch.
I'm working on it. Trust me. I'm working on it because I don't want to deal with the unemployment anymore.
Yeah, you're trying to get a job where you make a couple $100 a month.
Right.
There's while doing research for the show today, I came across a story of this couple that bought a house. It was the guy wanted to sell his house, wanted it in ASAP, do a cash transaction. It's something for $500,000. It's in California. So this couple scraped the money together, got a loan, did everything they could, got the money, paid for it, and then the guy that sold the house proceeded to not move out. Just decided to squat. Well, here's the fun part. This happened at the very beginning of last year. So by the time it got around to, because California's eviction laws are super in favor of the person who is in there, and it's really against landlords.
Right.
It's one of the craziest ones in the country where it's squatters' rights. They can just live there for, I think it's 6 months. I saw one time. But yeah,
right.
So this person is just not leaving his house, and he just got hundreds of $1,000s in cash from the sale of his home. And then now, because of coronavirus and there being a hold on evictions, they can't even get the guy out of there. He's been living there for over a year now.
He's not like he's a tenant.
I understand that.
He's a former owner.
But because he lives there, he's essentially squatting. And with squatters' rights, he can stay there until he gets evicted, but there's a hold on evictions right now, so they can't even get him out of there. They bought this house over a year ago, and they still have not set foot in it once.
But eviction, I don't understand it. I'm not going to try to understand it. I'm trying to argue this over, like, we're not going to be like, we figured it out.
Guys,
get out of this.
Tell California, Your Honor. Tell California.
We have a podcast in Illinois who seems to have cracked the case. No, we had to deal with that when I went to school. I remember when I went to school in New York. Like, we had crazy people living in a building because our building used to be a building for crazy people. And then they wanted to move them all out, but a bunch of them didn't want to go.
That's fair.
And due to tenant laws, they were able to stay. Fun fact, one of those guys was the original Buckwheat from Little Rascals. Yes. We always called him Buckwheat because his hair looked like buckwheat. It turns out he was the actual Buckwheat. Someone kind of like snuck a look into his room once when he was like walking around the hallways. And he had memorabilia. He had pictures with like other Little Rascals. Like we're like, he's actually Buckwheat. I was like, well, shit.
So this whole time you guys thought you were insulting him. He's like, finally, I like to be seen.
Finally, someone knows. I just want to be seen.
I just want to be. Hey, Buckwheat. Thank you.
Not like that alfalfa bastard.
All right. Speaking of bastards, there's a big like idol culture in Japan.
I like how the stupidest thing I've heard today about a guy not selling his house and then not leaving was not the actual story.
Because it's not stupid enough.
That is so stupid.
It's infuriating, sure, but it's not stupid news. Like that's a real story. Like how is this actually a thing? There's I was reading a terrible thing in it was Oklahoma or Nebraska. I don't know. I forget which state it was, but it was they have such strict eviction laws there that as soon as the deadline comes for the eviction, if you don't have your stuff out of the apartment, the landlord could essentially just go in and go, nope, it's all mine now. Dibs. Right. I get all your shit.
I call dibs.
So somebody could try to like, let me pack up my dirty underwear. Nope, it's mine. Everything in here is mine. Thanks to the law.
Thank you, law.
Thanks, law. I got everyone's dirty underwear. Sweet. So in Japan, there's a big culture around people having idols, like performers, entertainers, actresses. You know, people like that. They get super behind them. You know, we're here. We just call them. Oh, it's a celebrity that I'm super into. They refer to them as their idols. So a Tokyo-based creative direction company called Hiroro Inc. is giving its employees paid leave for reasons in dealing with grief over retirement or like marriage or like graduation of their idols, like people moving on. So when one of their like a famous pop star that they are like super like a super fan of gets married and then they get depressed about it, they could get up to 10 paid days of leave.
Such a time. I was devastated when Lost ended.
Yeah, well, that's a show. That's not an idol.
It's a show.
Yeah, it'd be like
but those actors are no longer on screen.
They've been on show since.
Not at that point in time, so I was really upset.
Well, but see, this is the thing. It's whether they're getting married. So there goes the whole
like reality.
There goes your shot, Patrick.
Oh no!
So when J-Lo got engaged for the 14th time, you lost your chance.
Really upset.
You lost your chance again. Every single time. You add those all up, that's 140 days you could have gotten.
Oh my God.
Could have taken half a year off just to mourn J-Lo.
Jesus.
I know.
Missed opportunity.
So Hiroro's president and founder Shizen Tsurumui announced the new company policy on Twitter, where it bloomed. People love this. They're like, this is fucking awesome. You're really taking care of mental health.
Yeah.
He came up with the idea.
Or supporting mental.
Hey.
Just
come on now, Patrick. He said he came up with it because of two events. First, when a usually competent employee became unfocused and uncooperative. And it turns out that she was a fan of voice actress Nana Mizuki, who announced that she was getting married. So I was like, she's getting married. I can't do spreadsheets right now.
Hey, Bob, what's wrong?
You wouldn't understand. Okay,
come on, try me.
No, I can't.
You look real sad.
Nana's gone.
Not who?
Nana. My Nana is gone.
Your grandma died?
No. My Nana.
No. So, yeah, your grandma.
No, Nana Mizuki.
I'm not sure who is that.
She's a voice actress. She's getting married. My life's over.
Is she in anything I know?
No, you wouldn't have heard of it. It's really obscure.
Is it like obscure anime or something?
Yeah. Oh. It's called Togo's House. You wouldn't get it. She voices.
I've heard of Togo's House.
She voices the flower.
Oh, the flower. It's like you're real sad. You knew her.
My flower's gone. I didn't know.
Were you in a relationship with a famous voice actress?
No, I've never met her.
Oh.
Never even talked to her.
Oh.
She's my world. I need at least 7 to 10 business days.
She's my little flower.
She's my little flower.
The flower that grows in my heart.
My life is the manure that fertilized her petals.
Yeah, you're definitely a shit person.
Hey, I have feelings.
Apparently. And you're getting them all over your desk. Get back to work. I want that spreadsheet now. This is stupid. This whole fucking conversation. I thought your grandma died.
No. Don't be absurd. I'd take maybe one day off for her.
I didn't have a grandma.
There was another employee was sad after his favorite idol announced that she would be retiring soon. Which he then gave his employee the rest of the day off and said, sort your feelings out. He realized that a lot of my employees are unstable sons of bitches. I mean, they have feelings and they are really emotionally open. And when their favorite idols get married, they retire, they just move on to a new career, whatever it is. They need time off, Patrick.
Look, it's rough.
You can get 10 paid vacation days off. And you know what? That's for your favorite one. If you have a
year. Is that a year?
I believe it's.
I'd just be making shit up.
Right.
Like, Are you familiar with Filipino soap opera?
Yes.
You are. Oh, so it's kind of like that.
Okay.
It's
okay.
It's more of like it's like a Reykjavik vampire dramedy.
Oh my god, I love that one.
Yeah, so it's like that. It's not that one.
Oh, okay.
How are you about Tibetan police procedurals?
I watch it every night before I go to sleep.
Yeah, so it's not like that one at all. So Tibetan police procedural look like? I know it's like it's like these are the monks that solve the crime. Bong. Bong. It's gotta be 2. Like, can we just use dun dun? No, we can't.
It's a half hour.
It's like dun dun, but it's like dun.
It's a half-hour procedural show that takes 3.5 days to film. They're like, oh, come on, could you just?
And it's like
walk faster. They're like,
it's like I couldn't have been the murderer. No, but your reincarnated life was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's translated into.
Obviously. But it's translated because someone's standing behind them with their whiteboard and writing what they're saying in different words.
Are you familiar with Finnish game shows that I watch them every day?
Oh my god! Okay. I won one of those.
Me too. I was just looking for stuff in common. But anyway, I'm really sad.
And then aside from the 10 days for your favorite idol, for your your second favorite idol, you can get up to 3 days.
Oh, cool.
I know. You're just out here taking
13 days. 13 days off.
Now, Patrick, I'm going to ask you not really a math question, but just kind of let's see
I
what
was
when I
hoping there
say
wouldn't be math on this podcast.
well,
I was told.
something doesn't add up.
Well,
It's this podcast.
hell.
How much is a
Shaming
dozen?
yourself. It's 12.
How much is a baker's dozen?
13.
Okay, how much is a Dubzen? Dubzen. Dubzen.
Is it also 12? But somebody with terrible spelling?
Patrick, you dumb bitch.
Oh.
A Dubzen is 20, obviously.
Oh.
You know how we know this?
No.
It's because a customer of Zeta's Vault ordered Zeta McCrae owns a company called Zeta's Vault where you could buy things such as masks. This person ordered a dozen masks and was really upset to learn that when the package showed up, only 12 masks were in there.
Okay.
And you're thinking like, what the fuck? I ordered a dozen. Where are the rest of my masks?
It's like, but that's 12. That's a dozen.
Well, hold on. This customer sent in a complaint to the support email address saying, "Hello, I ordered a dozen custom masks from you. However, you only sent me 12. I really needed them all. I would like a refund, please, and I will no longer support your business. I try to support Black-owned businesses, but you guys continue to rip people off."
Wow.
So that's fun.
They threw that card out there, huh?
Right out, just instantly. Hi, how you doing? Couldn't help but notice. But anyway, so professional response comes right back. I'm sorry you're disappointed. However, a dozen equals 12. If you need more, then we can, I could be happy to make the correct amount you needed. But I'm not gonna be able to give you a refund because you got what you ordered.
Right.
And then even went above and beyond and said, I'll tell you what, I'll even throw in a $5 off coupon because of this misunderstanding.
Right.
I'm not interested. The event is now over. I must have missed it on the invoice. I needed 20. I never heard it as being 12. I swear it was pronounced Dubzen, like a dub. 20. Whatever, though.
Cool.
So, Patrick, we now have...
are the people that you should be legally allowed to put to sleep.
Yeah.
Like,
this is what happens when the customer is always right, is spouted off for decades.
Oh, yeah.
Especially like,
when they stop correcting people's homework in red ink.
What color ink do they use now?
Green.
Really?
Yeah, they don't use red because it's negative.
Well, it's a wrong answer.
Emily was recapping a story with me about the whole aspect of like, we were talking about teaching writing and sketch writing and stuff like that, and being like, look, we're hoping that the students come out of this with a good amount of excellent sketches that they can utilize in any way, shape, or form. And people are so worried about people not wanting to do this the next class because they received negative feedback. And she recapped some story about somebody going, yeah, it was like I had a really difficult teacher at IO. Like when we were doing sketch scenes, they were like, that's not funny. And he's like, I was really turned off by that. It's like, okay, well,
I don't know what to tell you, but you're writing a comedy sketch. Should be funny.
2 + 2 is 4, I suppose.
2 + 2 equals a Dubzen.
All right. I feel like that was a little aggressive, but all right. I don't think I will be taking your math class anymore.
Like Dubzen is what you say when you have an extreme cold and you're also 4 years old and learning how to say bigger words.
I would like some donuts, please.
I want a Dubzen donuts.
That make me feel better.
America runs on Dubzen. Yeah, but the whole fiasco about this, like the customer posted, or the store posted it online, like, this is the shit I'm dealing with.
Right.
She got such positive feedback from it that she made a discount code called Dubzen where you get 20% off. I'm like, hey, way to really turn it around, and you have to deal with one.
It's been a real banner week for customer service.
Why is that?
I don't know if you have the story or not, and I don't want to bring it up if you don't have the story.
Let's see. Probably don't.
Yep.
No.
Did you lay off the cinnamon toast?
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
That got so that story where someone got some shrimp tails in their cinnamon toast crunch.
Yeah.
It went everywhere so fast.
Yeah, it was like prairie fire, man.
That I just instantly just turned my mind off to it. I'm like, I don't care. I've seen so many hot bits about it instantly that I'm like, I don't.
But the basic part of it is like, it's like when you're talking about the customer's always right. Cinnamon toast crunch takes the angle of no. They were like, that's probably not what it is. It's probably a coagulation of a bunch of cinnamon and sugar. That's what it is. Next thing you know, the guy's like, he's got volunteers to have like people like genetically like test the crustacean and everything like that. And they're like, well, send it to us and we'll take a look at it. He's like, I'll send you one. He's like, you're already shady as fuck. Like you were just like, no.
Send me all of your evidence real quick. I'll take a look at it and I'll get back.
Your social media is probably getting fired. Probably getting fired. But it was always my favorite was they're like, thanks for getting back to us. And he's like, I didn't get back to you. You just contacted me. Let's be sure. Because at one point in time they're like, we want you to take this to a police station. And he's like, no. I'm not gonna walk in and be like, here are the shrimp tails from the cinnamon toast crunch that everybody asked for. It's like, I will be arrested.
This is obstruction of breakfast.
General Mills told me to come here. How is the general? Great.
He got demoted down to Lieutenant Mills.
Lieutenant Mills.
Yeah, he kept throwing seafood in the cereal mix.
It's probably at Costco. I think somebody probably did something stupid.
Mm-hmm. There was
time they could have been like, that is terrible. That is awful.
Mm-hmm.
We want to know what's out. In their case, they were like, eh.
I found some oysters Rockefellers in my Frosted Flakes, so I get it.
I totally get
it. Speaking of totally getting it, there's a town in England, Northampton, East Midlands, South. Northampton, East. I don't know. It's in fucking England. They have 17 names for one fucking place, so we'll call it Northampton. For the past 5 years, there has been a bully of mainly one house, but of a lot of a whole neighborhood. There's a Swan that goes around and harasses people.
They're bitches, dude.
No, but it's not just the people. He goes and he goes around and attacks their doors. Like you'll just be sitting in your house.
You'll
just be sitting in the house, minding your own business, and all of a sudden you hear the fucking Swan attacking the mail slot and just slamming its beak against the door.
Let me in.
Get out of here.
Aren't I beautiful? Let me in.
The homeowner Stephen Lake says around this time 5 years ago, the male swan started messing around my front door. It rattles the letterbox with its beak and stands in front of the glass.
Hey, fucker! I see you got those breadcrumbs in there.
Honey, the swan's back.
Hey, give me that. That's day old bread. You're not gonna eat that.
I'm not giving this to you.
Give me the bread.
Go away. Don't you have anywhere else you could be?
No, because it's just me and Sparky out here.
God, is the dog outside?
No, he's here with me.
God damn it.
That's right. And I've got a switchblade to his neck.
Oh my God.
Give me that Wonder Bread.
I'll give you the bread. Just please put the knife down and back away from Sparky.
Give me that Wonder Bread.
I will never give you the Wonder Bread.
And I want a beer.
You
got to open it for me, though, because I can't open it with the feathers. Crack that bad boy open. I'll let Sparky go.
Put a straw in it, because
put a straw.
I don't want to spill it.
Yeah. Ever see a swan drink a beer? You're gonna
Put it in my sip.
I want you to watch me.
Watch me. Watch me the whole time.
Visual bit 2536.
You blink, the dog gets it. They don't know why the Swan is constantly harassing him. I think it was an instance. There it is. Wow, an instance of, you get the ugly duckling where they go around saying, "Hey, you fucking ugly ass bird, get out of my neighborhood."
Right.
And
I'm gonna be a swan one day.
No, oh, sure you are, you dumb bitch.
I am, and then I'm gonna stalk your fucking house.
Oh, I'd like to see it, you fugly
Got a
bitch.
mail slot? I'm coming through it.
No, you're not. You can't even fit up there with your dumb neck.
Put a knife to your dog's throat.
I don't even own a dog yet.
I'm gonna buy you a dog. I'm gonna let you get to know it. I'm gonna let you love it. And then one day I'm coming back. Shink!
I brought this dog in here.
I told you.
I brought this dog into your world. I could take it out of here too. But while we're on the topic of pets,
they got a ballet named after me. So fucking awesome.
Oh my God, you're from the Book of Mormon?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Ballet.
I know.
Not a musical, you idiot.
This is the same.
Give me the bread.
Either way.
But that's how they say to like keep geese out of your, like if you have a pond.
Yeah, we do.
Keep geese out of it. Go get a swan. Because those swans will be like, fucking geese, get out of here.
So the way that geese are to people, swans are to geese.
Yeah.
I'm Team Swan.
Team Swan.
Why?
Get that swan some bread.
I'm
Doing God's work.
I'm gonna throw a loaf at him.
I'll never forget, dude. I was running on a goddamn on the track by my house, and this thing would just come out. I think it's like his eggs were underneath the bench, and this thing would come out and charge at me every time I ran by. No, they were geese.
Oh, okay.
They would come out and charge at me, and I ended up stepping off the track and rolled my ankle. And like the little old ladies that are power walking, you're like, you bitch, And
right?
Like, did you see that thing trying to attack me?
And they're like, sir, there is no bird here. There hasn't been a bird here for 80 years. The ghost of geese running past. Speaking of animals, though, this you look at this holiday coming up to Easter.
What was that? Is that English?
I said, I got this holiday coming up to Easter. You got the Cadbury cream eggs.
Otherwise, like known as Ham Day.
Ham Day. Bless the Lord for Ham Day.
Best day.
Best day of my life.
Ham Day, the official holiday of Stupid Stocking Stupid.
Exactly.
Yes, we ham.
You look at the calendar. What day is Ham Day? Every day is Ham Day. Shut up.
Every day.
Ham life.
Get those mashed potatoes. Ham life.
So they have a competition now to replace the Cadbury bunny. I mean, it's the bunny that lays eggs this whole time, right?
Yeah.
Easter bunny, everything's bunny. And now they're like, you know what? We're gonna replace them with something different now.
Ribbit.
Like they did the shit last year too. They put a disabled dog on there, and now they got a goddamn frog. Look at this son of a bitch. That's your.
Oh my God.
That's your champion.
Is that frog wearing a top hat with ears?
Yes.
Shut up. He's ready to go to the bank. Look at him.
This son of a bitch.
All he needs is a tie and he's set.
Hashtag not my bunny.
Hashtag. Give him a shot. What has that rabbit ever done for you?
He's giving me delicious cream-filled eggs. Although, is it any coincidence that now that they are switching away from the bunny, that the Cadbury cream eggs are smaller than they used to be?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forget
but here's the problem. Okay, I'm going back over to Team Bunny because I don't want to eat a chocolate-covered frog.
No. What is this,
I don't
Harry
want to eat
Potter?
a chocolate frog. First off, that's the bunny. One of the best parts of the bunny is it's taller. It's a taller animal.
Mm-hmm.
And the best is you get to like bite into those ears.
Right.
And it's like an extra like couple inches of chocolate.
Right. You can hear the suffering escape.
Yes.
Now with the with the trials, we have our
That's bad. I don't
I don't know. So the finalists this year, they had quite a few.
know.
You know, we had the frog Betty, which won. That son of a bitch. A dog named Logan, a miniature donkey named Sheldon would have been fine. Look at wearing a nice little crown, carry a basket. I could go for Sheldon here.
I don't know. My favorite seems to be Logan right now. Logan just looks pissed to be around. Logan's just like, the fuck is happening?
We have Peepa the cat, which is wearing the John Lennon glasses.
That's cool.
We have a rabbit named Potato. By default, should have won. It's a rabbit, and you're putting rabbit ears on a rabbit.
Yeah. They're like, how is that? Like, they're like, we want you to look like a rabbit, but I am a rabbit. Not enough.
Yeah.
Pin down those ears. I want to put on ears.
You're not rabbity enough. We got another dog named Fletcher.
What was Potato's owner thinking? It's like, oh, you're tired of a rabbit? Here's a rabbit.
Well, they're probably thinking that since the potato enjoys eating, sleeping, and getting lots of pets, they're like, oh, okay, you could probably sell some chocolate eggs. And then now we got a few more. I'm not going to reveal the last one just yet, the one that should have won, in my opinion. But we have
that alpaca.
We got a miniature horse named Blondie. We have another dog named Archie, but then we have Waylon the alpaca, which is an alpaca.
I love alpacas.
It's a pretty sweet. I mean, if you're gonna go a different route, go a different route.
I mean, the alpaca in its own self, like, it is the most like self-satisfied animal.
It just hangs out and spits on you.
No, but here, go to full screen real quick. Go to full screen. The alpaca is always just kind of like
visual bit.
Like, who knows what it did? Like, maybe it spit somebody, but it's just always like, yeah.
Yeah. And now,
am I some paca? No, I'm alpaca.
God damn it. Now the one that definitely should have won.
Potato. What the fuck is that?
It's a goat named Dog. How?
A goat named Dog.
Look at that cute son of a bitch. You're gonna tell me that a goat named Dog
that goat
doesn't deserve to win?
What's it say that he thinks he's a dog and looks like a cow. So why not become a bunny? What's that? What's the last thing say?
Two?
Yeah. I become a bunny too. I don't like the sentence structure, but that's okay.
Oh, it's just because it's English and you have trouble reading.
Well, it's small on the screen.
Okay, well, you're a big dumb idiot. So how about that?
Okay, that's fair.
Send
a Swan over to your house with a knife.
My favorite entry that didn't even make the semifinals.
Oh.
Yep.
That poor cat. Just walks into walls all the time.
We have a cat that is looking at its bunny ears with opposite eyes, using his right eye to look at his left ear and left eye to look at his right ear.
Well, there you go.
I don't know why he didn't win.
Multitasking.
I feel like that's discrimination.
It is. Alpaca. I agree, Jed. Alpaca
for the win. Yeah, alpaca was pretty great. Even though goat.
Could you imagine if you told the alpaca that it won and he goes like this? Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it did. Something real quick. Just want to touch on this real quick. It's super important. Grape nuts, the cereal.
I hate it.
It's okay. So what your feelings on it are pretty strong that you like it.
I hate grape nuts.
You love grape nuts. Okay.
I hate it.
So
it's like somebody said, let's put gravel in a bowl.
Well, you are in the minority, Patrick, because Post, the company that makes it, announced today that the national shortage of grape nuts is finally over. We're back to full capacity.
Remember, I had my attention when there was like a whipped cream shortage out there. I was like, no, not during pumpkin pie season. But grape nuts.
Grape nuts are back.
Can go extinct for all I care.
No. Here's the thing:
sand. You can always eat sand.
people were paying as much as $110 a box on the secondary market just to get their goddamn grape nuts.
That's dumb.
Is it dumb, or is it people that have a passion, Patrick?
It's dumb.
They
I'm
said,
just being honest. It's dumb.
they said that because their fans are so nuts for grape nuts, which ew.
Nope.
People that paid $10 or more for a box of cereal between November and March 15th are eligible to submit a valid retail or e-retailer receipt for a partial refund of up to $115 to help cover the difference between the amount paid and the suggested retail price. So if you're one of those people that had to have your grape nuts and you paid over $100 for a box of cereal, because I remember I had to eat grape nuts growing up. It was not fun.
No, it's terrible.
It's like
I eat Rice Krispies.
like the Rice Krispie cereal or the Rice Krispie Treats cereal.
Cereal.
Because grape nuts, boo. The Rice Krispie Treats cereal was amazing.
Oh, that I never had. No, just a regular Rice Krispies.
Yeah,
we were
no.
Rice Krispies. We had Frosted Flakes. We weren't allowed to do like Cocoa Puffs or anything like that. We didn't have anything like that. But we had Rice Krispies, we had Frosted Flakes, and we had Rice Chex. I'm a big Rice Chex fan. I like
because I remember when I was living with, anytime I was at my mom's house, I could have, like, we would do the bags of cereal, the really cheap ones.
Right.
You are blurry as well.
I know. I don't know what happened.
But then, like, when I was at my dad's house, it's like, here's your Kix, your original Cheerios, your Crispix. I'm like, oh, none of these have fun flavors to them. They're just cereal.
There's no animal mascot.
I can't find a toy in these.
No. There's no map on the back of the box that once I solve it is, it's like one day of like breakfast entertainment, and it's like,
yeah. But while we're talking about food, a really important story coming out of North Dakota. Yeah, the North Dakota Capitol, State Representative Mary Johnson is suffering a tragic.
Another Bigfoot story. God damn it.
No, you can clearly tell by the title of the story, Patrick, that it's about popcorn.
Right, or about a panda.
But I spelled it correctly. If it was about pandas, I would have spelled Pandemonium. So, Pandemonium. So, State Representative Mary Johnson owned a popcorn machine that was in the Capitol building. On Monday, she decided to make a third batch of popcorn, which set off fire alarms for the second time that day, bringing firefighters to the building. And she didn't know that there was a building policy that bans toasters, popcorn machines, frying pans, plate warmers, other food appliances from being used outside of the cafe. So she's got an illegal popcorn machine in the Capitol building, setting off fire alarms
in her office.
More than once a day.
And how terrifying is that? Like, we're in the age of like people like storm the Capitol, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I really want some popcorn, but it's been known to, strike fear in the hearts of people around me. So I don't know.
She had set the fire alarms off earlier in the day from making popcorn in that machine. So after everyone left, it all calmed down. She's like, all right, I'm gonna make some more popcorn. Sets it off again.
Hey,
yeah,
do it again.
Don't do it.
Don't.
Are you crazy?
You want popcorn or not?
I mean, yeah, but like, what if we get in trouble?
No,
what if we get in trouble, man?
I'm a senator. God damn it.
Okay. I think you're a state representative.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
The state house majority leader, Chet Polar, he said that popcorn cheers people up for a reason. And
does it?
and now it's gone.
Boy, I gotta tell you, I was fucking depressed, but now that I got this popcorn all in my mouth,
everything's
everything's
going
fine.
wrong. but I got a handful of some okay popcorn.
I got this Orville Redenbacher. What's your favorite kind of popcorn?
Probably just movie theater popcorn.
You like movie theater popcorn?
Yeah, when it's fresh. Oh, yeah, well, caramel corn. I feel like that's its own separate thing.
It's your kind of popcorn, though.
Okay, well then, if we're doing that, it's going to be the caramel cheddar mix from Garrett's Popcorn.
Oh, that's pretty good too.
That shit.
I like the Nuts on Clark caramel corn is one of my favorites. I recently got into kettle corn.
Yeah.
I've been experimenting.
Oh, you've been experimenting?
With
You sexual deviant.
Whatever. Sorry if you're a pilgrim. Can't take it. Go back to church. Churchy.
He said that just the way they said popcorn cheers people up for a reason, and now it's gone, and that's the way it goes. Like, he's upset that people can't have their
I can't just like go by there anymore and be like, hey, can I get a bag of popcorn?
He said that the popcorn served as a way to bring House Republicans together after the caucus had been strained due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Hilarious.
Guys,
more often than not, it really brought everyone together to go, like, whenever they burned a match, just like it used to be at the shrine. Did somebody burn popcorn? Really? Yes. Someone burned popcorn. All of a sudden, someone comes out. I think the popcorn burnt. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yeah, the popcorn burnt. Who is supposed to be watching the popcorn? Everybody go back to work. I hate you all.
Everyone has an opinion when there's burnt popcorn.
Every time. And they got to be heard.
Yes.
It's a lot like democracy.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of democracy. Florida. A Jacksonville mother named Edith Riddle, 34 years old, didn't have a cool mugshot, so I didn't bother getting it. So she had a little run-in with another student when she was at the school with her own child. There was a bit of a fight outside the cafeteria. Edith exited the school with her own daughter after a meeting with a vice principal on campus, and then right after the meeting, immediately went to the cafeteria to pick a fight with a student. Now, so far, you're kind of thinking, okay, this is clearly an overreach. I don't know why it's on this show, though. Mm-hmm. Edith showed up with a boxing glove attached to her left hand. And they didn't say anything, like they didn't stop her from coming into the school because she told the school it was super glued to her wrist and she couldn't remove it. So she shows up with one boxing glove on, apparently super glued to her wrist, and said, I'm here for my meeting with the vice principal. And they like, oh yeah, this seems fine. Come on in.
This seems normal. Yeah, happened to me twice last week. Come on in.
That's Florida for you.
Oh my god.
And then she went to the cafeteria and just started fucking landing blows on this other student with this boxing glove on.
The boxing glove on her left hand. She's got a crocodile on a leash.
Smoking
when in Florida
cigarettes. Right. Now, Patrick, this one is going to take us back quite a bit. All the way back to episode number 3 of the podcast.
Oh, wow.
I know. Talking about them Alabama sex laws.
Oh, my gosh.
Because we have a development in the case. I don't know if you remember, but
please refresh, because we've had a lot of
Alabama sex stories.
There's been a couple. So
a former Decatur teacher, Carrie Cabri Witt, she's 47 now. Her lawyers argued that Alabama's teacher-student sex law was unconstitutional, so she shouldn't be in trouble for it. So she has since pleaded guilty to engaging in a sex act with a student. She taught history, psychology, and social studies at the high school when she was arrested back in 2016. That's how long ago this started.
Right.
The police said she had sex with 2 teenagers when they were her students at the school. And she stayed on the payroll for more than 2 years on paid leave until she quit the day before the school board was meeting to discuss her employment. Her lawyers argued that she was being prosecuted for a consensual relationship because she was a school employee and that it violated her 14th Amendment right to privacy and equal protection.
And wait, the kids were how old were they? They were 17.
They were. It doesn't matter how old they were because they were her students at the time.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, it doesn't mention the information about the kids in here. The part that's crazy, the fact that we talked about it before, her case was dismissed in 2017 when a Morgan County Circuit Judge, Glenn Thompson, ruled that Alabama's teacher-student sex law was unconstitutional.
Oh,
So
okay.
she was like, "All right, I got away with it."
That's a guy who had sex with his social studies teacher.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I agree. Otherwise, I never would have met my wife, Mrs. Anderson.
The Alabama Court of Criminal Appeals later reversed that ruling and sent the case back to the court, and she has now since pled guilty.
Oh, okay.
And she's going to be sentenced in July. So finally, one of our first stories that we ever covered on the show.
Wow.
About a teacher saying it's
rounds, full circle.
Full circle, man. Arguing that the no sex law or the teacher-student sex law was unconstitutional.
This has been like, it just goes to show how like the rule of law has gone out the damn window, because like Tucker Carlson was being sued and they said, oh, well, Tucker is just a guy who says things and nobody takes him seriously because he's just a guy on TV. Now, the woman who was Trump's lawyer, who's being sued by Dominion Voting, the voting computers, for slandering them, saying that like Hugo Chavez rigged the election and all this other crap. She is using almost that same defense, going, well, no reasonable person would believe me. It's like, but you stood in front of a court, like in a court of law, and argued this. Like, you're a lawyer. Like,
yeah, but just because I said it doesn't mean like I don't know where you get that idea.
But it's the same thing. It's like, this sex law is unconstitutional. Okay.
Because it kind of fucks with me, you know?
Because it fucks with what I'm doing. Oh, good point.
What are you doing?
Would you want it? What am I doing?
Yeah. What are you
Never
doing?
mind. You can't trick me into this. But if I allegedly.
Oh, okay. What allegedly are you doing?
Allegedly, if I'm having sex with one of my students.
We got him.
Allegedly, I said allegedly.
Allegedly, who we got him.
There you go. At least say allegedly.
Speaking of sex, though, I don't know if we talked about it when it first opened, but China's first hotel-like sex doll experience shop called Eel.
What? Eel?
Eel. IILE.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like EEL. I was like, gross.
Yeah, it's like you just kind of wrap one up around your.
What are you doing? Gross.
You know, one of those little water toys that was like a tube where you could like move it around and there was like stuff in it. Like that's what it is. Anyway, it opened 2 years ago to cater to the sexual needs of male workers at the Foxconn factory in Shenzhen, South China's Guangdong province. The news this time now is about the shop got randomly or just out of nowhere got closed by local police. Haven't been able to get an answer out of them. The only thing that they explained was that it's the police station spokesperson issued a statement saying it's not convenient to explain. It's like we shut down this sex shop. Now, here's the thing, Patrick. These are just sex dolls that everyone can just come in and have sex with. Right. Instead of having a brothel with people, it's a brothel with sex dolls.
Yeah, well, the sex dolls don't call in sick. They don't need breaks.
For $29,
they're not gonna want to race.
They were charging $29 an hour.
It's kind of like Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse was charging $29 an hour.
No, but Walt Disney was asked why not deal with live action actors. He says Mickey Mouse doesn't call in sick or want more money.
That's true, but he does get caught in a trap and then dies.
What?
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 No, just mice. What?
No, but Mickey Mouse has never been, to my knowledge, dead.
Oh, then never mind.
Oh,
I just
okay.
Yeah.
So sex dolls, huh?
yeah, sex dolls.
Crazy.
A 29-year-old man, after visiting the shop, said, the one really nice point to the experience with dolls is that there are no limits to your imagination, and that you have to wear a condom makes me a bit relieved about the hygiene issue.
Yeah, it's not really a COVID friendly.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm just I mean, like,
No, Pat,
send them through the UV light.
the dolls can't transmit it, Patrick. That's another benefit of having the dolls as opposed to people. They can't breathe it in.
But I'm not talking about the dolls. I'm just talking about like gross stuff.
What gross stuff,
You
Patrick?
gotta make sure that they like clean them up.
Uh,
Like you're out with friends right now. You're not going to order the nachos because it's not really a COVID friendly.
You're one of those you're one of those prudes that needs your sex dolls that you find in the
I
public
would
shop
like
to be clean.
my sex doll to be clean. What can I say?
Ugh, God, you're so needy.
I know.
Yeah, it just got closed, and the police are just like, let's just not talk about it. Let's just everyone move on, right? We're just gonna move on.
Right.
Cool, right?
We're gonna pretend the sex doll thing didn't happen. Everybody.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
What?
What?
Nothing.
What are you talking
Nothing.
about?
All right,
Hey,
cool.
everybody. Did you hear about that? Did you hear about that Easter frog? That's crazy, right? Should have been the alpaca. I agree.
While one business is shutting down, another business is coming open.
The circle of life.
Have you heard about
With a bunch of sex dolls.
Have you heard about NFTs?
No
Non-fungible
tires.
There you go. Non-fungible tokens. Basically, people can purchase the rights to a digital piece of art or something like that. So, like, there's an artist that sold a digital work for $6 million. You can go look at this thing anytime you want, but someone owns like the original digital art of it. Right. It's like buying a painting, and like, sure, there could be prints made of it and everything, but it's not the original one.
Well, I also just learned recently that like there's a lot of like these billionaires who have like these really like famous paintings and they're worth a lot of money, like the Pollocks and the Monets and all this stuff. Those, the ones that they show, are reproductions.
Yep.
And more often than not, the other ones stay in like tax shelters in like airports. Because as long as they're there, they don't have to pay taxes on it. So more often than not, like you're looking at a reproduction.
Yeah, if you see the real thing, it's probably because it's a way to transfer wealth without, like a huge illegal trade. Like, oh, I want to buy that terrible thing. Like, okay, well, give me that Monet painting, and that'll cover the cost of it.
I've seen a real Monet.
Yeah,
at least I think I have. I mean,
you don't know for sure.
I question it now, but once I learned about that,
if a frog could be a rabbit, then you might have seen a real Monet.
I know, but I was at a really, really fancy house, and this guy's like, "Yeah, that's a Monet." I was like, "Yeah." Like, it's a relatively famous one. He's like, "Yeah, my grandfather bought it from blah, blah, blah." I was like, "Oh, cool." Like, you have money. You have Monet.
You son of a bitch. Get out of here. Yeah, see? That's what you get. You get to be blurry because you said something so dumb.
I feel like I was like, every time I go blurry, I kind of feel like I'm in like witness protection. From that joke.
Yeah, so you showed me this painting.
You'd be like, would I have murder?
So a Brooklyn-based director named Alex Ramirez Maliz, he decided.
Right. Couldn't say Brooklyn-based, but the name just went right off the top.
Hey, man. Sometimes words be hard, Words be hard.
Right.
So he's selling something on the NFT market, where you can basically buy stuff with like Bitcoins and stuff.
Nice fucking tarantula.
He's buying it on selling it on the nice fucking tarantula. It's called 1 calendar year of recorded farts. So
Those good morning ones all the way to the.
Mm-hmm. It started in March 2020 when, at the beginning of the lockdown, him and 4 of his friends began sharing recordings of their farts to a group chat on WhatsApp.
Nice.
And then, it's been a year,
I'm sure that's what was in the mind of the creator.
And now, a year later, NFTs are starting to take off, which I don't fully grasp. I don't think I ever will, but now he decided to take all those recordings and sell them as a 52-minute master collection audio file. And
Did you imagine the guy at Sotheby's? He's just like, all we have here is lot 1492. 365 consecutive days. 300 consecutive guys of Trevor's farts. We're going to start the bid at about 10,000. 10,000. 10,000. Over there, 10,000. The man in a hat, 10,000. Okay, we're going to go with 11,000. 11,000. Ooh, $11,000 over there with my grandma. Grandma, what do you want that? I don't understand it. All right, we got grandma's at 11,000. 11,000. Do I hear 12? Do I hear 12? Do I hear 12,000? 12,000 from the man in the hat. Let's go with 15. Ooh, we got 15,000 on the phone. 15,000 on the phone. Oh, that must be a professional buyout. Okay, 15,000. All right, we're at 16, 17,000. We have 17,000. Grandma, you don't have this kind of money. What the fuck? All right, going on to $20,000. Do we ever hear 20? We have $20,000. Ooh, 20,000. Oh, 20,000 from the man in the hat. 20,000. Back on the phone. Nothing. Grandma. No. Grandma's died. Grandma. Okay, we'll deal with that later. Oh no, she's alive. No, I don't know what to do here. That was no. $21,000, Grandma, and sold.
Her gravestone is just like has an iPod set in it, so it just plays 52 minutes of farting constantly. Like, where's Grandma's grave? You just walk around, you'll hear it.
You'll hear it.
I'm sorry, you'll hear it. Trust me, she spent all of her money. She spent your inheritance, your college fund, on her headstone.
And it's weird that you'll hear the farts, but you'll also see the one hand sticking out like this. We probably should have invited her over more.
We told her it's because of COVID. We couldn't come over.
They have the farts have been remastered into Amazing Grace.
So the top bid for the file is currently at $183.
Wow.
Yeah.
Grandma could have waited. She would have gotten a deal.
Mm-hmm. Individual fart recordings are also available for 0.05 Ethereum, or about $85. They've sold one.
I don't understand any of that shit.
They've already sold one. They've sold one recording for $85.
Awesome.
It's weird though, because like you can get one fart for $85, or the entire 52-minute compilation for if you outbid $183. So like 2.5 times the price.
That is the worst Time Life book subscription I've ever heard of.
Thank you for watching today. We have a fantastic deal for you. We have all these farts meticulously laid out end to end. You can own any one of these farts for $85.
But what if you want all the farts there, Lisa? What do we do?
I am so glad you asked, because today and today only, we are running a special. If you buy all of these farts, a 52-minute compilation of over 20,000 farts, you get it for $183.
That's nothing, you guys. That is nothing for that many farts and that meticulously crafted piece of audio. That is nothing.
If I had the money, I'd buy it myself. But here we are, passing the deal on to you.
Oh, and look over here. Look, it seems like we're selling them. We got another 10 minutes. We've sold 2. Ooh. We've sold 2.
I gotta tell you, everyone, the collection will not last long. It will
not. We've only got 20,000 of these. Oh, there's 3. We sold 3.
They are going fast. Be sure to get your parents' credit cards and buy this now.
Get these farts. Get these farts.
Get these farts. Hashtag get these farts.
Hashtag get these farts. Oh, we went back down to 2. Somebody decided now. Everybody.
Oh no, we've just sold toot.
Oh my God. All right, turn yourself off the thing. Come on now.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. I shouldn't have done that.
I don't know we like Steven like Steven talking Steven like to apologize for Bear's fart joke. It should have been better. Should have been well thought out. And he's back.
Speaking of things that are the worst, we've now found Poland's worst driver.
Yay! We were looking.
I know. He's a 50-year-old man. I know you've been looking.
Him.
You've been looking.
Find him. He killed my wife. Well, he didn't really kill her. He just kind of tapped her lightly, but he could have killed her.
He cut her off a little bit.
Oh, we were there. We were there as guests of that country. He killed my wife.
He has unsuccessfully attempted to pass his driver's theory test over the past 17 years.
Really good.
192 times. He has failed his driver's test 192 times.
It's like the guy I knew that wanted to go into like Second City Conservatory, and I guess he auditioned like so many times, and sooner or later they just let him in because they got tired of him. They're like, maybe we can help him.
Well, the
I'm Poland though. Like,
he had a God. He spent with just the exam fees. He has spent almost $1,600 to get it done, which is 192 times. You're only paying a few bucks each time. So yeah, get on with your bad self.
Yeah.
So the pass rate usually ranges between 50 and 60% for the theory test, which is lower than the 40% for the practical test. So in Poland, candidates must first pass the theory exam before being allowed to take a practical one. So it's like you got to take this test before we even like put you in the car. This guy just been guessing 192 times. You figure the law of averages.
Is that like our roadside? Is that like a roadside test?
So think of it as like the written test, and then ultimately the roadside. So you can't take the roadside until you pass the written.
Dude, I got to take a written test, and when I go, I guess every 5 years they make you take the written test.
Yeah, like that's what happens when you hit 50.
Signs. But shut your mouth. You shut your whore mouth. But yeah, no, we got to do the road signs, and occasionally there's like one or two that you're like, I've never seen that road sign.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I not remember it from 5 years ago?
Oh, you don't know how to yield due to underwater mountain space?
No, I don't.
It's where turtles cross.
It's never come up.
So on average, they pass the test on the second or third attempt in Poland. The second worst driver at that center has attempted it 40 times, and then
they're all sitting around talking shit.
Yeah, probably. Another person in the southwestern city of Opel has recorded 113 attempts. So now it's just kind of like,
no.
Are you trying to fail? You trying to never get your license?
I will be the worst driver. I will be.
Well, he's only got 192.
What do you do when you come to a red sign that says stop? Go. Come on.
Nailed it.
Should you A, stop, B, should you stop, or C, should you stop?
Okay.
Go. Like you are doing this on purpose.
Okay, Rory, every single time, 191 times before this, you said you should go.
Right.
Now, you failed it every single time when you gave that answer. So now this time, when you come to a sign that says stop, what do?
You should
go. No, god damn it.
You should go.
No, there is no to go. There is no to go. No to go.
And then like there's people in the break room, they hear the buzzer, they're like, oh, did it again. 114.
He's really getting up there. So now they want to change the rules where they want to prohibit a candidate from taking the exam more than 20 or 30 times. Which you feel like 30 times, that's a fair
30
compromise.
times, you're out. You're done. You don't deserve a car.
I don't know why.
And then they put you to sleep.
10, maybe.
Because I wouldn't trust that guy with a bicycle either.
No.
Oh, I'm putting my foot down.
So earlier this year,
I've said it.
Earlier this year, there was a man, British media reported that there was a 42-year-old man that finally passed his theory test at his 158th attempt. It's a congratulations.
And then he went to Chuck E. Cheese.
Mm-hmm. But
You imagine like trying to go on a date and she's like, well, why don't you come pick me up? It's like, well, I would, but I don't drive. Oh, how come? Because I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm so goddamn
I'm
dumb.
so goddamn stupid.
There was while 192 is a lot, we can go ahead and say that.
Okay.
There is a woman in South Korea who managed to fail her test for a few more times. How many times do you think she's failed her test?
275.
950.
Oh my god. It's like she goes every day for like 3 years.
It's like, it's Monday. What are you doing? I'm going to go fail my test.
I gotta go fail my test.
It's like she memorized the answers. Like her older sister gave her the answers, not knowing that the test changed. She's like, no. I swear, I know the answers. These aren't the answers. Okay, every single time you put them, though, it's still wrong. But what if I get the test where it's right?
You wrong.
What if I get the test that's correct?
Number 1, 55 miles an hour. Number 2, stick up.
Okay, you are answering the wrong test.
I got it off of a Polish website.
That explains.
If you come to a stop sign, you stick up.
Stigo. That's you can say you tell it's Polish. It's got the extra st.
The great driver Rory told me. Never seen him in a car though.
No.
But he says that he's a great driver. I'm an excellent driver.
I've got an amazing job opportunity for you, Patrick. You know, on this show, we try to help people out when it comes to getting a job. It doesn't really work for me because, you know, I need to do this. I can't do it. Okay. A company called reviews.org. Now, mind you, the applications can be accepted until tomorrow, March 26th. So get your applications in. Hey, I'm giving you a full day. You're talking about you need the unemployment. I got a job for you, Patrick.
All right.
Reviews.org is holding a 24-hour digital detox challenge. They will pay you to not be on any screens, not your phone, not a TV, not even a smartwatch, like nothing, absolutely nothing for a day. They're going to pay you $2,400.
How did they monitor that?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to lock you in a box.
Someone's sitting in a room going, no. So according to the company, the ideal candidate is someone who is definitely into tech and up for a challenge. Those selected for the challenge will not only have to swear off their phones for the day, but TV, gaming, computer, smartwatches, and smart home devices are also off limits. You can use the microwave though. That's still fine. Okay, that's great. Unless it like checks your Facebook for you.
The challengers receive safes to store their electronics in for 24 hours, along with a $200 Amazon gift card to put together a tech-free survival kit. You know, you could just buy some weed and just sleep through it.
Right? That's what I do. That's what I did. Honestly, I did that for like the first couple of days of like quarantine. I'm like, if I just sleep, then maybe this will just.
It'll be like time travel. If I just sleep through all of this, and you're like, you wake up after like so much time passes, and you're like, well, surely we're out of it by now. Like it's been 5 minutes. Like, I'm never getting out of this.
Get that vaccine.
So to apply, the company requests a little bit of information and a 100-word response for why you think you're right for the challenge. So it'd be super easy. You just put in your name, a little bit of info, and say why you should be the one that does it. And I got a scale 1 to 10. How addicted to tech are you? 1 being like, I don't need that shit. 10 being like, if my phone's not on my face when I'm sleeping, I have nightmares.
I have nightmares.
I have nightmares.
I have telephone nightmares.
So yeah, reviews.org. You can sign up. It's on the page right now. I looked at it right before.
I still don't get how they monitor that. How do they know?
That you put stuff in the safe and then maybe, I don't know. But for $2,400, you feel like it's either going to be a trap or super easy.
$100 an hour. I mean, shit.
Yeah. And you get to sleep
for at least 12 of it.
It's enough to make you want to blow up the world.
No doubt.
Okay, I won't. Because there is
we told you not to do this more than a Dubzen times.
tell you the story about a Chicago-based musician, Ruben Lopez, who decided he needed to raise money for the Yemen Relief and Reconstruction Foundation, which aims to increase awareness of the U.S. public and policymakers about the humanitarian crisis underway in Yemen, support relief and reconstruction efforts, and facilitate campaigns to bring peace to the country. Now, how does he do this? He decided he was going to get on a bike and go on an incredible journey. He went on a 2,500-mile journey from Poo Poo Point to PP Creek.
Shut up.
Yeah, he traveled from Poo Poo Point, Washington,
guy's a goddamn hero,
to PP Creek, Iowa, or Ohio. So he, in fact, rode his bike 69 miles a day, so he could get from Poo Poo to PP. Here we got Poo Poo Point Trail.
Oh my god!
Here's our hero at Poo Poo Point, pointing at Poo Poo Point, and then ending up at PP Creek. Because
and people gave him money for this.
Yeah, he did a GoFundMe. It's kind of like people to follow him around. Like, you know, I'm on this journey. I'm doing all this stuff. So they donated to. So here's the nice little trail. For riding a bike, you're basically riding it across the entire country.
Sure.
You're getting
basically.
You're not getting the Northeast.
I mean, there's no PP New York, or PP Bay.
No, it's just the streets. But he had an initial goal of $5,000, crushed it. He got over $11,000 for the Yemen Relief and Reconstruction Foundation. Okay. So he has a cause that was near and dear to his heart. Found a way that because he's already a cyclist, and he decided to use what he could do as a way of, drawing some support and eyes to a situation, and decided, I'm going to be the most immature person about this. I'm going to start at Poo Poo, and I'm going to end up at PP.
As most things do.
I'm just saying, if you're going to give to charity, might as well Poo Poo PP.
I think Nietzsche said that.
Oh, of course he did. So...
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Where can they find us online?
You can find us individually on Twitter at Patrick Newsom42.
Poo Poo Pee Pee.
At Hungry as a Bear. Pee Pee Poo Poo. You can follow the entire podcast at Super Tweeting. You can find this podcast, the video version of the podcast, on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Stupids Talking Stupid. Like and subscribe, share, comment, rate and review, all that good stuff. The audio version of the podcast is on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, any other podcasting app that you use. You go to www.stupidstalkingstupid.com for all your stupid needs. And that'll do it for this week.
Oh my goodness. Just seems to go faster and faster.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the longer episodes we've done lately.
I watched an episode because we had Cody last week. I watched an episode of Dan and Cody show, and it was a really good show. So I'm giving that a plug.
Nice.
The Dan and Cody podcast.
Dan and Cody podcast.
I think they do it on Mondays. But yeah, that's it for this week for Stupids Talking Stupid. I'm Patrick,
and I'm Bear.
We'll talk to you later. That's terrifying.